Okay, a very good morning, children. Children, in the previous lesson, while discussing irrational number, I taught many things. Okay, how irrational numbers like root 2, root 3, root 5, root 7, etc. are represented on the number line we had discussed in the previous lesson. Okay, so now, children, let us see how to represent square root of a positive real number. See, representation of root x. What is x here? X is a positive real number, yes. Now you can ask me one question, sir, what is real number? You are saying last time you talked about irrational number. What is real number then? Actually, real number, see, real number, what is real number? Whatever numbers we have read so far, starting from junior classes, class 1 onwards, all numbers are real. What numbers we have read? We have read about natural numbers, then whole number, then natural or counting, whole number, integers, rational number, irrational number, so many fractional number, decimal number, yes. These are the different numbers which we have already read. All these numbers are nothing but real. Okay? So, then you can ask me, suppose sir, a number is not real. What number we call it? If a number is not real, it is called an imaginary number. Okay, it is called an imaginary number. So what is imaginary number? That will be taught in your senior secondary level, not even up to class 10. Okay, so now let us see. So what is real number? Let me tell you once again. You know, this is your rational number. This is your, suppose rational number is denoted by the symbol Q. Set of all rational numbers. Okay, system of rational number. Now this is the system of irrational number. Suppose Q dash. Q plus Q dash means set of rational number and irrational number. This will be the set of real number R. R stands for real number, and in fact we are discussing about only positive real numbers, not negative. Okay, so Q plus Q dash means set of rational and irrational. It constitutes a system known as your system of set of real numbers, positive real numbers, or you can say R plus. It is also in some of the books it is written R plus, set of positive real numbers. Okay, now, okay, I am giving one example. 3.5. Is it a positive rational number or not? Yes. Now, how to represent the square root of 3.5 on the number line? Similarly, 9.3. See, suppose 9.3 it is a decimal number, it is a real number, and it is a positive real number. Now, how to represent the square root of 9.3 on the number line? What is the process? That means I want to say that if x is any positive real number, how to represent its square root on the number line? If x is any positive real number, how to represent its square root on the number line? What is the process? Let me discuss. Okay. Suppose I will explain the process with one example, and I will also justify it in some other class. Okay. Suppose we want to represent, the question is represent square root of 9.3. Represent on number line. On number line. How to represent? What is the process? You see. Like we were representing root 2, root 3, root 5, root 7, etc. on the number line. In a similar manner, this can be represented on this positive square root of positive real number can be represented on the number line. What is the process? The process is first what you do? First you draw a number line. Suppose this is our number line. Mark this point. Suppose this is O. Okay. Now we want to suppose this is A. We want to represent 9.3. Okay. So choose appropriate scale 1 unit. 9.3 means it is 9.3 unit, not centimeter. If you take 1 unit, 1 centimeter, then 9.3 will be equal to 9.3 unit will be equal to 9.3 centimeter. Okay. Suppose we take, this is our AB. AB equal to suppose 9.3 centimeter. You see. Suppose AB equal to 9.3 centimeter. That means here we have taken 1 unit equal to 1 centimeter. If 1 unit is 1 cm, then 9.3 unit will be 9.3 cm. So what is the first step, children? Try to understand. As we want to represent square root of 9.3 on the number line, which is a positive real number. Suppose you assume that 1 unit equal to 1 cm, then 9.3 unit will be 9.3 cm. Now drawing a number line, take suppose AB equal to 9.3 centimeter. Okay. What is the next step? The next step is what you will do. From B to C, cut an arc. You see, cut an arc equal to 1 unit. 1 unit means you are taken 2 centimeter. So this is 1 unit. Suppose you see 1 unit. You write unit, no problem. 9.3 unit means 9.3 centimeter equal to AB. So after getting the point B, cut an arc. Name this point C such that BC equal to 1 unit. 1 unit means how many centimeter? 1 centimeter. Okay, here 1 centimeter we are taking. So AB equal to 9.3 unit, BC equal to 1 unit. Take AB equal to 9.3 unit or 9.3 centimeter. Then cut an arc BC whose length is equal to 1 unit. Okay, or 1 centimeter, whatever you say. Okay. Now what is the next step? The next step is you bisect the line segment AC. Bisect AC. You know how to bisect a line segment. Okay, taking more than half. Taking more than half of AC, you bisect the line segment. Suppose this is my bisection. Now see. See. Now I bisected. Which one? I bisected AC. Now I got a point here. Suppose let this point be O. Now since we have bisected AC, so AC will be divided into two parts, equal parts, that is OA and OC. So OA and OC must be same. Okay. What is the next step? The next step is taking O as center. That means you take O as the center, OA or OC as the radius. Taking O as the center and OA or OC as the radius. You draw a semicircle. See, I am drawing a semicircle. Taking O as center and OA as radius. Suppose I drew a semicircle. Okay. Now look at, after drawing the semicircle, you see OA and OC are equal. This is the center. So this is the required semicircle. What is the next step? The next step is at B. You see, at B you have to draw 90 degree. I am drawing 90 degree. Means a perpendicular. See. Draw a perpendicular at the point B. After drawing the semicircle, draw a perpendicular at the point B. Now this perpendicular will intersect the circle at a point. You see, the perpendicular drawn at the point B will intersect the semicircle at a point. Suppose name this point say D. Okay, name this point say D. Now this BD, look at, the length of BD will be equal to square root of 9.3. How it is, we will prove it in some other class. Okay, after discussion, we will prove it, we will justify this, that BD will be of length. The length of BD will be square root of 9.3. Okay. So once again I am saying, children, first take AB equal to 9.3 unit or 9.3 centimeter. Then from B you cut an arc BC equal to 1 unit or 1 centimeter. Okay. Then what you will do, you bisect the line segment AC. Bisect AC to get the point O, to get the midpoint O. Then take O as the center and OA as the radius. Then draw a semicircle. After drawing the semicircle, draw a perpendicular at the point B. You see 90 degree perpendicular. That perpendicular drawn at B will intersect the circle, semicircle at a point. Suppose name it D. Now what I said that the length of this line segment BD will be equal to square root of 9.3. Okay, it will be 9.3. Then what you will do? After getting the point D, you put the rounder at the point B. You see, put the pointer of the rounder at the point B, measure the line segment BD, that is whose length is square root of 9.3. Then you draw an arc. Draw an arc. You see, I am drawing an arc by means of dotted lines. You see, by means of dotted lines. By means of dotted lines, taking B as center and BD as the radius. Taking B as center and BD as the radius, whose length is square root of 9.3. You just draw an arc. It will intersect the number line at a point. Suppose this point is, you can name anything. Suppose the point is P. Okay. Now this point P, it will denote or represent square root of 9.3. The point P on the number line will represent square root of 9.3, which is the square root of some positive real number. Okay. So these are the steps. I think you understood, children. Still I am writing here so that you will remember the step. You see, what is the first step? Step 1. Draw AB equal to, you see, draw AB equal to say 9.3 centimeter or unit, whatever you say. If you assume 1 unit equal to 1 cm, then second step is step 2. Step 2 is draw BC equal to say 1 centimeter or 1 unit, whatever you say. Now, what is the third step? The third step is bisect your AC to get O. Bisect AC to get the point O. Then what is the fourth step? The fourth step is taking A as center, O as center. Taking O as center and OA radius. Draw a semicircle. Draw a semicircle. Okay. Then what is the fifth step? The fifth step is your, after drawing the semicircle, what I said? I said you draw perpendicular. Draw 90 degree at the point B. To get which point? To get D. To get D means that perpendicular will intersect the semicircle at D. Okay. Now what is the next step? The next step is, you see, BD. BD will be equal to the length BD, length of line segment will be equal to BD will be equal to square root of x. And taking B as center, you see, taking B as center and taking B as center and BD as radius. BD as radius, draw an arc. Draw an arc to get what? P. To get P. To get the point P on the number line. To get P. So P will represent, you see, P will represent what? It will represent square root of x. So the point P will represent the square root of the positive real number. Okay. I think children you understood how to represent the square root of a positive real number on the number line. And what is real number also I told you. Okay. We will discuss its proof in some other class. Okay. Thank you children.